Oh, hey, it's me, Dave from before. Dave Hill from Show Business. Dave Hill, sitting here for That's Right, a brand new, at long last episode of the Crime Blotter, wherein I take a look at some of America's so-called lesser crimes, which just so happen to have taken place in northeastern Ohio, where I just so happen to be from. I want to start by thanking, of course, my fine Patreon members. If you want to be a part of that magical, mystical crew, over here. I gotta get that right one of these days. If you're listening in the audio format, I'm pointing to the Patreon address in the corner, and I always screw it up. I'm here in my closet, basically. Literally. No, it's actually a bedroom, but it looks like a closet. As you can see, I should probably get, once the, things, my ship comes in, my police cruiser comes in, I'll get a proper backdrop, police-based, or crime-based backdrop, or at least like a detective-y looking thing. Anyway, thank you to my Patreon members who are getting this episode before just regular people out of the world who haven't done anything for me. Anyway, and also I want to apologize for being away from the Crime Blotter for a few weeks. It's been a very hectic, a lot of stuff going on, some of which I've explained in the Patreon. Those of you not part of the Patreon, you don't have a right to know. No, you do, of course. No, I've been on tour, had some family stuff going on. All is well now. Would it kill me to take a shower? No, not at all. It wouldn't. Will I? Maybe. Stop judging me. Anyway. Yeah, we, meaning me, Dave, mentioned earlier, we have some amazing crimes, very disturbing crimes. I don't know why I said amazing. Some of them I didn't even want to tell you about because they're so disturbing. But they are, and let's just get into it. This first one, file under, don't even get me started. You hear crimes like this one I'm about to tell you about, and you're like, this is the kind of thing where they're like, I've had it. I've been on the force too long, even though I'm not on the force. But if I were on the force, this would really chap my ass. Man's first date ends badly when he's arrested driving his grandmother's stolen car. You heard me. This is from the Beechwood Police Blotter. Beechwood, wait a second, you're thinking. Dave, isn't Beechwood literally the next town over from where you grew up in University Heights, Ohio? Yeah, it is. This is a case of receiving stolen property. Cedar Road. You're thinking Cedar Road, Dave. Isn't Cedar Road within walking distance of the house you grew up in at 2509 Milford Road? I don't mind giving the address out. We don't live there anymore. Go see whoever does. I'm not sure who does. I don't even know if I've driven past since my dad moved out. Anyway, that's a story for another time. At 8:30 p.m., July 6th. Wait, July 6th? That's 2 days after the 4th of July, a day after my dad's birthday. Police were alerted that a stolen GMC Terrain had entered Beechwood. Oh, nothing goes wrong in Beechwood. Or does it? I think it might. An officer spotted the vehicle on Cedar Road, made a U-turn, and followed it as it entered Interstate 271, where a traffic stop was conducted. Interesting. 271, know it well. Drive every time I'm in Ohio, pretty much. I'm on it driving to my dad's house or my sister's house. The driver, a Euclid man, 24. Oh, just a young pup. Had his whole life ahead of him, was accompanied by a 22-year-old Cleveland Heights woman. Cleveland Heights. Wait, Dave, doesn't Cleveland Heights abut, if I may, and I think I can. University Heights? Yes, it's just down. Yeah, it's in the other direction. Calm down. The Terrain was reported stolen. That's the car mentioned earlier, by the man's grandmother. The man said he had been given the keys to the vehicle at 7 a.m. the same day by his brother and had no idea it had been reported stolen. Oh, really? He said he was merely borrowing the vehicle. From whom? Johnny. It might not be his name, but for the purposes of this story, I choose to believe it is. The man said he and the woman were on their first date. Oh, you're out with a criminal, ma'am. The woman was released and the man arrested on charges of receiving stolen property, a fourth-degree felony, and driving with a suspended license. The guy's like, hey, can I call you? Try this again? Or no, I don't. Okay, don't. Okay, I get it. No, she's like, I like I'm dangerous. The keys were returned that night to the grandmother, 68, of Cleveland. Wow. Well, what about the vehicle? The keys, I mean, I guess you'd have to, I hope they brought the vehicle. This is kind of an open case. I don't know, is the guy still in jail? There's a romance angle, sure. Do they end up going on that second date? Will they get married and have kids and then eventually grandkids and just laugh it up about the time he stole his grandmother's car? Here's to hoping. Maybe? I don't know. God, I'm disgusted. The streets are hell. Let's keep going. The next headline. Bare-bottomed man passes out at bus stop. This is from the Richmond Heights police blotter. Richmond Heights. Dave. No, it's not next to University Heights. Stop acting. But it's asking. But it's not far. It's not too far. It is next to Beechwood, I believe. Let me think about that. I don't know. This is a welfare check. You heard the part where I said bare-bottomed man passes out at bus stop, Richmond Heights? Yeah. Bare ass and passed out. File under Tuesday, I guess. Officers responded to a bus stop at the Monticello Boulevard intersection July 4th. Happy birthday, America. On a report of a man lying on the ground with his buttocks exposed. Thank you. After speaking with the Parma man, 34, it was apparent that he was drunk and had fallen. What time? It doesn't say what time it was. My concern, Parma is pretty far from Richmond Heights. I would wager that most people in Parma never go to Richmond Heights. And if they do, they don't pass out with their butt hanging out. I guess what I'm saying is this man is a lone wolf. He's a champion. EMS subsequently took him to a hospital for a possible injury to his anus. I added the part where to his anus. He was cited for public intoxication, but I'm gonna cite him for being awesome. I don't know. I feel like you get arrested or whatever, confronted by, or you get, I don't know. Basically, you pass out with your ass out. I think you take a good hard look in the mirror and you be like, hey, what's going on with me? For real. I don't know what's going on with me. Yeah, bare-bottom man. Oh, you gonna take me out tonight? Oh. Bare-bottom man, you make the Richmond Heights police come out. Anyway. Let's keep going. This is from the Lyndhurst police blotter. There's no headline for this one, but I think it's of interest. This one's domestic violence. Never funny. No laughing matter. Croydon Road, Lyndhurst. Wait, isn't that right next to Beechwood? Yes, calm down. Why are you doing this? At 8:55 p.m. July 4th, right around fireworks time by my watch, dispatch received a 911 call. From someone who was difficult to understand while speaking on the phone. Drunk. Moments later, a man got on the line and told the dispatcher that his 24-year-old son, who lives with him and was the initial caller, had attacked him. I don't like this one bit. It was learned that a disagreement. This is where I get interested. It was learned that a disagreement arose when the father, 64, would not give his son $10 for ice cream. His son, 24. You're 40 years old. You have a baby boy. Your wife or your partner does, whatever. And, you never think of, 40 years from now, this guy's going to attack me for not getting him ice cream money. I should have done a better job as a dad. The father sustained a large laceration on top of his head and small scratches on his right elbow and left ankle. What is this guy? His son a ferret? What in the literal hell? I'm disgusted. I'm also, but I'm disgusted. But on the other hand, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I love ice cream. I kind of get it. Some guy, even your own dad, tries to stand in the way of you getting ice cream, and you're like, hey, my tolerance for bullshit is super low right now, and you need to know that I'm not putting up on that. Oh my gosh. Listen. I'm gonna leave you with what promises. This is okay. Oh God. I'm missing my final case here. I apologize. I'm gonna find it in the moment as we go. Where did it run off to? It ran off to. Oh boy. There was a story about an Amazon driver bitten by a dog, and on the one hand, like Amazon, get bit by a dog, but this is, the driver, he's just trying to make his way in the world. He's not Jeff Bezos. If you said Jeff Bezos, or however you say it, bitten by a dog, I would say good. But instead, I leave you with loud pool party leads to noise citation. Loud pool party. Must have been pretty loud. Usually the police go by and they say, hey, we've gotten some complaints. Could you please keep it down? But this sounds like they just is incessant. Avon Police Blotter. Avon. My buddy Art, growing up, lived in Avon. Nothing goes wrong in Avon. Well, yeah. Let's pump the brakes, pal. Noise complaint, Wendell Street. Police cited a homeowner for violating the city's noise ordinance at 8:42 p.m., June 12th. Officers had issued a warning to the homeowner, when they responded to complaints of noise during a... So I am kind of an amazing legal mind detective, because this is basically what I said happened. Or did I? I don't have to go back and see what I just said. Listen, whatever. Officers had issued a warning to the homeowner when they responded to complaints of noise during a pool party. Get it? Okay, so they come, they're like, hey, like what I said, they're like, hey, we got some complaints. Well, could you please keep it down? This is just a nice town we have here. I don't know why the police in this reenactment talk this way, but I choose to believe they do. They were called to the home 12 minutes later by another neighbor for the same offense. This must have been, I'm gonna say it. I think teens may have been involved. That's right, teens. Disgusted. Anyway. Oh, sometimes I don't want to live in this world. Gotta be honest. Anyway. Good God. I'm going to give you a little bonus one, because I feel like I didn't really end on the best one. This isn't that much better, but as we're in Avon Lake, let's keep going. Theft, Detroit Road. Oh, that's one of the main drags, isn't it, Dave? Yes! A man was arrested for theft and banned, you heard me, from several stores in Avon Commons. That's a shopping thing they have there. At 9:21 p.m., June 15th. That's just 3 days after the pool party. Is there a connection? Coincidence? I don't think so. He was reportedly seen stealing items from a Kohl's store. He was found with the stolen items. And, this is... I would know this. He was found in a Marshall's. And we all saw this coming. You're in Kohl's. Someone's in Kohl's. They're headed to Marshall's immediately after. I'm not an idiot. I mean, I kind of am in my own way. Anyway, my point is, this has been the Crime Blotter. And again, until next time, watch your backs. Watch your rooftops. Is there an echo? Do you guys hear that? Am I losing my mind? Watch your backs. Watch your rooftops. And most of all, let's be careful out there. Until next time, I'm Dave Hill. Thank you. And this has been the Crime Blotter. Did I call it the Police Blotter before? Am I drunk? No. Am I dehydrated? Definitely. Anyway, I may not. I have to go watch the tapes. It is interesting, though, because you go where there's a Kohl's, there's usually a Marshall's, and there's probably a Dick's, too. Probably a Dick's. Anyway, I hope he gets his life back on track. I hope the guy that attacked his dad over ice cream, I hope he gets his life on track, but at the same time, I kind of hope he keeps doing crazy stuff. I honestly, with not hurting his dad or anyone else, but I gotta admire the cut of his jib on some level. Anyway, thank you, and again, apologies for the delay in delivering this incredible episode. Until next time, I already said that, but thank you. And if you want to support me and basically help me buy dog treats for my sweet dog Lucy, patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill is where you can do it. That's patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. I don't know. I kind of like the police in Avon. They go, hey, it's patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. I like them that way better. They're like Midwestern. As am I. All right. I'm going to take a sip of water. Oh, God. The streets are hell. Bye-bye.